Bismillahi, alhamdulillahi, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi, rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. All right. So let's begin our class today. I just wanted to bring to your notice today. Let's track down what we did in first class, second class, third class, like this. So the first class, by the end of the first lesson, if you remember, we had learned 12 words which occur in the Quran almost 7,248 times. And look at your battery. Your battery is now almost 8,000 here. It's gone up. See the green over here. Then in the next class, we learned 27 words which occur in the class, occur in the Quran 8,638 times. Look at your battery. Your battery has crossed 8,000 here. And then in lesson 3, today's class, when we will finish today's class, we will have learned 33 new words which occur in the Quran almost 12,000 times. And look here, your battery today is going to cross 10,000. So this is the way in every class I will show you how much of the Quran you have learned. And remember, these words are repeated in the Quran so many times. That is why it is very easy to learn Quranic Arabic, because the words are repeated so often that it becomes so simple to learn, to learn the Quranic language. All right. Now, remember, yes, I had given you the Google quiz in the last class. I hope you all have done it. And today, again, I have given you a Google quiz. At the end of the class, we'll do it. Okay, now we learn, how do we learn grammar? I'm just like repeating myself. We learn it through total physical interaction, because we interact physically. So it's so that our classes are more easy and enjoyable. And how do we use this in total physical interaction? We hear, we see, we use our eyes to see, we use our brain to think, we say, and we show things like with my fingers. I'm showing huwa, whom, I'm showing with my fingers, and we love it, and we are all doing it together. All right. Now let's revise a little bit before we start our new lesson. I just want to revise, go back. What did we learn up till now? We have learned in lesson 2, we had learned signs of sound, noun. What is a noun? Noun is a name of a person, place, or thing. Now, how do you know a noun in Arabic? How will you know? You'll see if a word begins with al, or it ends with an, in, or un, in, at. At, we haven't done at. Just don't think about it. This is the feminine side of it, but we will do it in due course. But right now, you only did un and in. So just focus on un and in. And what else did we do? We did this. Remember the pronouns, the detached pronouns? Huwa, he. Hum, they. Anta, you. Ana, I. Antum, you all. Nahnu, we. Again, I'm repeating. Huwa, hum. That means huwa, he. Hum, they. One finger. Huwa, he. Hum, they. Anta, you. Anta, you. And ana, I. Ana, I. Anta, you. Ana, I. Anta, you. Ana, I. And antum, you all. And nahnu, we. Antum, antum, that means all of you. Antum. And nahnu, we. Again, let's repeat it once more. Huwa, hum. Huwa, hum. That means he, they. Huwa, hum. And then anta, ana. You and I. Anta, ana. You and I. And antum, nahnu. Antum, nahnu. That means you all, we. You all, we. So this thing has to this is going to be this is like the basis, and it will be repeated so many times. We will keep repeating. I'm sure by now you must have got it in your heads also. Huwa, hum, anta, ana. Antum. Nahnu. Got it, all of you? Let's practice it more. Can you say it after me? Huwa,
وهم
hum,
وهم أنت أنا أنتم نحن
and antum, nahnu. Very good. Again. Huwa,
وهم أنت أنا أنتم نحن.
nahnu. Yes, very good. So we got it. Huwa, he, whom, they. Anta, you, ana, I. Antum, you all. Nahnu, we. Huwa, whom, anta, ana, antum, nahnu. Huwa, he, whom, anta, ana, antum, nahnu. MashaAllah. So I think now it's registered in our heads. Also, what did we learn? We also learned in our last lesson that there are three types of words in Arabic. What are the three types of words in Arabic? Only three types of words. One is ism. Ism is noun. Noun, there are two types of noun. One is names, names of a word like kitab, Makkah, and the other is attributes, Muslim, mu'min. These are the names. And we also learned that ism always begins, it will begin with al, or it will have un and in the end, or it will have un, in, and at in the end. This much. The other one, what's the other word? Fa'al. Fa'al, what is fa'al? Fa'al is a word, a verb. What is a verb? Any word which tells us the action about it. It tells us about the action. That is called a verb. Example, fataha. Fatiha. Fataha means opened. Surah Fatiha. Fataha, open. Ya'malun, they do. Ya'mal, anything doing. It's a doing word. So a verb is a doing word. So fa'al is a doing word. And the last one is harf. Harf is are particles, they are the joining nouns, or you can say anything which is not a verb or a noun is a particle. It's a harf. So harf is anything which is not ism and not fa'al. That is a particle like bi, li, min, fi, inna. You will learn more about it as we progress. And also, we also learned examples of nouns. We have done these. Muslim, now also remember I told you that it is Muslimun, Muslimin, Muslimun, Muslimin, but we can just take off the last haraka and just say Muslim. You can say this for our convenience. We say Muslim, Mu'min, Salih, Kafir, Mushrik. Can you tell me what's remember the meanings? Muslim, Muslim. What's the meaning of mu'min? What's the meaning of
who they believe in Allah.
Yes, mu'min. And salih?
Righteousness.
Yes, righteous person. Kafir?
They don't believe in Allah.
Non-believer.
Deny Allah.
Yes, a disbeliever. Yes.
Disbelieve.
Mushrik?
They
Polytheist.
Yes, someone who put partner with Allah. Another
Allah,
partner.
yes,
That means
yes.
Allah and there's another
partnership.
God also. They put
Yes.
partners. Yeah, that is mushrik. So we know the meanings. We've learned these meanings now. All right. Now, what is the formula? I gave you a formula how to make plural. Singular, plural. So we have learned Muslim, and I told you at that time, whenever it is Muslimun, the plural will become Muslimun. Mun will become moon. Okay? And Musliman and Muslimin, whenever Musliman and Muslimin is there, it will become Muslimin. Muslimin. So Muslim, Muslimun, Muslimun, Musliman and Muslimin will become Muslimin. Like, let's practice this. Muslim, make Muslim into plural. I will say Muslim and you will give me the plural. Muslim.
Muslimun.
Muslimun.
Muslim. Mu'min.
Muslimin.
Mu'minin.
Mu'minin. Salih.
Salihin.
Very good. Kafir.
Kafirin.
Very good. Mushrik.
Mushrikun.
MashaAllah. So Muslim, Muslimun, Muslimin, Mu'min, Mu'minun, Mu'minin, Salih, Salihun, Salihin, Kafir, Kafirun, Kafirin, Mushrik, Mushrikun, Mushrikin. Easy. We know how to make our plurals. Now you know how to do it. You got the idea how a plural is formed. All right. Now let's do a little revision about our last classes, a few of the revision questions. First of all, what is the plural of anta?
You.
No, the plural
You
of
all. You all.
Antum.
antum.
Oh, okay.
Plural,
Okay, plural.
it was a
Sorry.
plural. Okay.
Sorry.
Translate into Arabic a book.
Kitabun.
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 Very good. Kitabun, C. Then plural. Remember plural of huwa.
Hum.
Very good.
Hum.
Good. And now in the previous lesson, up till now, what did we learn up till now? We have learned he is huwa, he, hum, they, anta, you,
Ana.
ana, I, and
Antum.
You all.
antum, you all, and
Nahnu.
nahnu, we. Very good. Now we have done this, we have finished this. Now in today's lesson, we are going to learn instead of huwa, instead of he, we will learn his, their, and then we will learn your, mine. Okay, not you and I. We are going to learn your and mine, and then your and our. Not we, nahnu. We are going to learn our. So you see, it is basically the same thing. He is and his, and they and their, and you and your, and I and mine. You see the difference? And then you all and your, and we and our. You saw the comparison? So in today's lesson, we are going to learn his, their, your, my, your, our. And how it is done? It is done by attaching it to a word. You learned it. These are what you learned. Huwa, hum, antana. They were all detached pronouns. We are going to learn how to attach it and make it into an attached pronoun. So first of all, before we begin, I want to ask you a question, because today how I'm going to teach you these attached pronouns is on the basis of these three questions. Now, as we know that in the grave, we all are going to die, and we are in the grave, we are going to be asked, who is your Rabb? What is the answer? Who's your Rabb? Allah. Who is your prophet?
Muhammad
What is your religion?
Islam.
Okay, khalas. Now you know these answers. We're going to do all that in Arabic, in Quranic Arabic, and we will learn how to do our pronouns using these questions. So, number one, first point, step by step, I will teach you. The first step. These are the words. When you say his, huwa, hum, correct? So when you say his to any word, you're going to attach who. So the huwa, you attach who to huwa at the end of it. At the end of a word, you attach who. Let me show you here. See, rabbuhu, rabbuhum. You saw these words? This is who, hum. So to any word, at the end, you will attach this, and that becomes your attached pronoun. So who, whom, who, his, whom, their. Who, his, can you repeat after me? Who, his,
Who
whom, their, whom, their,
His.
who, his, whom, their. Let me bring myself in front. Okay, can you see me better? Okay. Who,
His.
whom, their. Okay.
Ka.
Your.
Yours.
Mine. Your.
yours.
Mine.
Mine.
Your.
Your.
E mine.
mine.
Kum your.
Your.
Na our.
Now,
Our. Kum your.
Your.
Na our. Okay, let's repeat it again. Who, whom,
His.
who, whom. So, okay, let's do who is. All right, let me do one thing. I will say in Arabic and you give me the answer in English. Okay. Who,
His.
his,
whom,
their,
ka,
your,
e,
my,
kum,
your,
na.
our.
Okay, now I will say in English and you say in Arabic. His,
Who,
their,
whom,
your,
ka,
e,
me,
mine,
whom,
kum,
my,
your, sorry, your,
ka,
kum, and our.
Na.
No, I
na,
messed it up a little bit. I confused you a little bit. Let's do it again. His,
Who.
their,
whom,
your,
ka,
mine,
ya, me,
your,
kum,
our.
na,
Okay, very good. Now let us do in couples. Who, whom, and you can use your fingers also, okay, on the right. Who, whom,
is there,
who, whom,
who, whom,
ka, e. Repeat
ka,
after me. Ka, e, ka, e,
I cannot hear that.
kum,
ka, e. That ka
ka,
is your, e is mine. Ka, e.
Like
And
E.
kum, na. Kum, na. Okay, this was a little bit of practice we did. Now I want to show you, this was just little practice. We will be doing a lot more. Okay, now I want to see I want to prove to you what we are learning today is so important that it's occurring in the Quran almost in every line. In every line, it is occurring in the Quran. Now let's read this. Alhamdulillah alladhi anzala ala abdihi. See? Al-kitaba wa lam yaj'al lahu عوجا قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم See? He, who, whom, they're coming. It's in the Quran in almost every line. You're going to find this. That's why it's so important for us to learn. If you get this in your head, you will understand so easily. You will understand. Now, abadihi, lahu means to you. You'll understand it. It will all fit in like a puzzle. At the end, when you will do it, will all fit like a puzzle. You say, wow, it's so easy. Quran is so easy to understand. And okay, now let's do like some more practice. We're going to learn a new word today, Rabb. Rabb, what's the meaning of Rabb? Rabb means our creator, cherisher. Rabb is the one, Allah is our Rabb, but what do you understand when you say the meaning? Somebody who provides for us, somebody who gives us a lot, somebody who takes care, somebody who's created us. So you think of all these meaning when you think of Rabb. All right, now our new word for today is Rabb. Now that whom, ka, e, kum, na. Now we will attach it to Rabb and now we will practice. Now it will be very easy for you. Rabbuhu. His Rabb. Rabbuhu. His Rabb. Okay? And then when you want to make it their Rabb, Rabbuhum. Their Rabb. Rabbuhum. Their Rabb. Very good. Rabbuhu, his Rabb.
Rabbuhu, his Rabb.
Rabbuhum, their.
Their Rabb.
Rabbuhum,
Got
their
it?
Rabb.
You saw who, whom, whom. Rabb and connected to Rabb. Rabbu, Rabbu, Rabb. Who's Rabb? Who's Rabb? Rabbuhu. His
Rabbuka.
Rabb. His Rabb.
Rabbuhu.
Who's Rabb? Rabbuhum. Their Rabb. Who's Rabb? Rabbuhu. His Rabb.
His Rabb.
Rabbuhum. Their Rabb. Got
Their
it?
Rabb.
Okay, good. Now let's asking Rabbuka, your Rabb,
Your
Your
Rabb.
Rabb.
and Rabbi, my Rabb.
My Rabb.
Rabbuka
Your
Their
Rabb.
Rabb. Your Rabb.
and Rabbi, my
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 Rabb.
Rabb.
What I have done, Rabbuka e. See, ka e. Rabbuka, Rab,
Your Rabb.
Rabbuka, your Rabb,
Your Rabb.
Rabbi,
My
my
Rabb.
Rabb. Okay, now let's do those four together. Rabbuhu, his Rabb.
His Rabb.
His
Rabb.
Rabb.
Rabbuhum,
Their Rabb.
their Rabb.
Their Rabb.
Rabbuka,
Your
Your
Rabb.
Your
Rabb.
Rabb.
My
Rabbi,
Rabb.
my
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 Rabb.
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 Okay, Rabbukum,
Your
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 Rabb.
Rabb.
your Rabb, kum, your Rabb, and na, Rabbuna, our Rabb.
Our Rabb.
Very
Our
good.
Rabb.
Rabbuna, our Rabb. So
Our Rabb.
Rabbukum, your Rabb, Rabbuna, our Rabb.
Our Rabb.
Let's do it together. Let's do it together. Just keep repeating after. Rabbuhu, his Rabb.
Rabbuhu, his Rabb.
Rabbuhum.
Rabbuhum,
Rabbuhum,
their Rabb.
their Rabb.
Rabbuka,
Rabbuka,
your
your
Rabb.
Rabb.
Your Rabb.
Rabbi,
Rabbu,
my Rabb.
My
Rabbi,
Rabb.
my Rabb.
Rabbukum,
Rabbukum,
your Rabb.
your Rabb.
Rabbuna,
Rabbuna,
our
Our
Rabb.
our
Rabb.
Rabb.
Our Rabb. Now, give me the answer. Rabbu, what's the meaning of Rabbuhu?
His Rabb.
His
His
Rabb.
Rabb.
Rabbuhum,
Their Rabb.
Their
Their
Rabb.
Rabb.
Rabbuka,
Your
Your
Rabb.
Your
Rabb.
Rabb.
Rabbi,
My
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 Rabb.
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 Rabbukum,
Your
Rabb.
Rabb.
Your Rabb.
Rabbuna.
Our
Our
Rabb.
Rabb.
Mashallah, very good. So I think we got it a little better now. Now we finished first point. I teach you in little groups. The first group of my teaching is done. Let's go to the next. Now we know man. What's the meaning of man? We have done it
Man
in
mean, in Urdu, man mean Joe. Like in
no,
English,
in
I don't
Arabic.
know.
Who?
We did
From
in the last class.
who?
Man means
From.
Who?
who.
कौन?
Yes, who.
उसका
We have
रब
done
कौन
it in the
है?
last class.
Man mean what? Man mean what?
Who?
कौन?
Who?
कौन?
Rina, you were
Who?
not there in the last class. That's why you don't remember.
Okay.
Man is who. We did this one word. Man means who. Who. Okay.
कौन? तुम्हारा रब कौन है?
Mar. Now, who?
Man.
I'm going to ask you a
Man.
question. Who is your Rabb? So your answer is going to be my Rabb is Allah. Correct? So the first question in the grave is going to be asked to you, who is your Rabb? You'll say, my Rabb is Allah. Now let's do it in Arabic. You should be able to give in Arabic. If Allah asks you, if you are being asked by the malaik, by the angels, man Rabbuhu. Now we are going to who? Okay, his. Who is his Rabb? So you will say Rabbuhu
Rabbahu Allah.
Allah.
Mm.
Rabbuhu Allah. So who is his Rabb? Now you see now in English we say who is his Rabb is, and Rabbuhu Allah, his Rabb is Allah. So the word is does not exist in Arabic. It's so simple. You just drop that and you say Man Rabbuhu. Who is your Rabb? And you say Rabbuhu Allah. Now let's practice this. Man Rabbuhu.
नहीं मदावी एक बात बताए मन रब्बाहू का मतलब ये नहीं होगा who is his Rabb क्योंकि आगे who आ रहा है
Yeah, who is his Rabb?
who mean his
Who is his
आप
Rabb?
कहें हाँ who ये आपकी his Rabb उसका
हाँ,
रब
his
कौन
Rabb,
है
क्योंकि उसकी his
Yes.
कर रहे हैं ना.
हाँ क्योंकि
Man
आपने your
Rabbuhu.
रब आपने बोल दिया तो इसलिए मैं कह रही हूँ कि
हाँ, so
his
maybe
Rabb
by mistake, sorry if I
हाँ
made a mistake
हाँ
in
हाँ
my
हाँ
saying
sorry
it. या
sorry
कभी ना slip of the tongue हो जाता है, मुझे check
नहीं
किया
नहीं
करना.
नहीं सॉरी मैं सिर्फ कंफर्म कर रही थी कि
Very good,
I
thank
am
you. Sure, thank you. नहीं,
और
it's
एक और
better
पॉइंट
कि
है,
कभी
जब ये जब अरबी करने लगे ना, मन रब्बुहु, आपने रब्बुहु आगे लगाना है तो मन की जगह अल्लाह सुब्हान ताला का नाम लिखना है।
हाँ, हाँ,
रब्बुहु, रब्बुहुल्लाह, रब्बुहुल्लाह।
Rabbullah. So, okay. Man, that means man Rabbuhu. So the answer will be Rabbuhu Allah. And then man Rabbuhum,
रब्बुहुल्लाह,
Rabbuhum Allah. Easy. So question, repeat up. Man Rabbuhu, Rabbuhu
His.
Allah.
रब्बुहु
Who's
अल्लाह,
Man
his Rabb?
Rabbuhu, Rabbuhu Allah.
रब्बुहु,
And man Rabbuhum, Rabbuhum Allah. So it's easy. So you have learned, basically this is spoken Arabic. Today this part is the spoken. You have learned to speak. If anybody asks you now, man Rabbuhu, you will say Rabbuhu Allah. And if anybody asks you, man Rabbuhum, hum, 4 fingers. Man Rabbuhum, that means them. Who is their Rabb? Rabbuhum Allah. So man Rabbuhu, Rabbuhu Allah. Man Rabbuhum, Rabbuhum Allah. Did you all get it? This one easy? You want to
Yes.
practice a little more?
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, good, good. Okay, now let's next one. Now here we are talking about, okay, you and me. Okay, man Rabbuka, who is your Rabb? Rabbuka is one, isn't it? I'm telling you directly, you. So one finger will be pointed. Man Rabbuka, who is your Rabb?
रब्बी, रब्बी,
Man Rabbuka,
रब्बी
you say
अल्लाह,
Rabbi Allah.
Allah.
Who is your Rabb? My
Rabbi Allah.
Rabb is Allah. Who is your, my? Ka
Man Rabbi.
I. Your, my. Ka I. So man Rabbuka. Man Rabbuka. Rabbi Allah.
अल्लाह,
Man Rabbuka. Rabbi Allah. And then all of you. Man Rabbukum. Who is your Rabb?
रब्बुना,
Rabbuna
Rabbuna
Allah.
Allah.
Our Rabb. Rabbuna. Na becomes our. Rabbuna, our Rabb. Man Rabbukum? Rabbuna Allah.
Allah.
Man Rabbukum? Rabbuna Allah. Now you give me an answer. I'll ask question. You go. You give me an answer. Okay? Man Rabbuhu?
रब्बी अल्लाह,
Man Rabbuhu?
Rabbuhu
रब्बुहु
Allah.
अल्लाह,
Very good. Rabbuhu Allah. And Man Rabbuhum?
रब्बुहुम
Rabbuhu.
अल्लाह,
Very good. Man Rabbuka?
रब्बी
Rabbi Allah.
अल्लाह,
And Man Rabbukum?
रब्बुना.
Rabbuna Allah.
You
You
have
got it.
to na a little bit long. If you say na, it mean is wrong. Na,
Yes,
two
Rabbuna.
time number.
Rabbuna. Yeah, because there's an alif, you have to stretch it a little bit and say Rabbuna.
You have
No,
to.
don't say Rabbuna. Na, Rabbuna. All right. Now we finished 2 parts. Okay. We first learned the who and whom and all that. Now, then we did attached it to Rabb. Now the first part 3. What are we going to do in the part 3? We're going to first practice this. Who, whom, ka, I, kum, na. Remember this, okay? Who, whom, ka, I, kum, na. Remember. Now the question. Be ready for with the answer. The attachment who, whom, ka, I, kum, na occurs in the Quran almost once in every page.
Almost once in every word.
Every page.
Line. It's every line.
Every
Every
line.
line.
Okay, let's see the answer. Correct. Every line. Good. Next one. Asma'ihim. Oh, okay, first someone tell me what's the singular of asma?
Ism.
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 Ism. Asma.
Yes.
Ism. Asma. You know Asma al-Husna and Ism is Asma'ihim. What's the meaning of Asma'ihim?
Their names.
Their names. Their Asma'ihim. Yes. Their names. Rasulakum. Kum. Rasulakum.
Message. Ka. Your message? Your messenger?
Your messenger.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Arabic of our Rabb is
Rabbuka.
our Rabb.
Rabbuna.
Rabbuna. Correct. Very good. 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 Then, now can you translate Deenuhum?
Their Deen.
Deenuhum.
Their Deen.
Deenuhum.
their Deen.
उनका दीन
Their
Their
Deen.
Their Deen.
Got it. Got it. Good. You did a good job. So now let's do the same thing as we did for Rabb. Let's do for Deen. Deenuka. Your
Deenuka,
Deen.
your Deen.
Deeni.
Deeni,
My
My
Deen.
Deen. Deenuka.
Deenuka, your
Your
Deen.
Deen. Deeni. My Deen.
My
Deeni,
So
Deen.
my Deen.
practice. Keep this in mind. If I'm talking directly to you, I'll say Rabbuka. Deenuka. Okay. Rabbi. Deeni. Got it? Rabbuka. Deenuka. Rabbi. Deeni. Rabbuka. Your Deen. Deenuka. Rabbuka. Your Lord. Deenuka. Your Deen. And Rabbi. My Lord. Deeni. My Deen. So this is
one
simple.
question.
Hmm.
Your in English for one your was lot of for too much के लिए भी your लेकिन
Plural.
में
Plural के
क्या
लिए.
जो है ना वो जो है ना वन के लिए आता है कुम वो सब के लिए आता है तो दीनों का यानी कि इंग्लिश में दोनों के लिए योर दीन राइट दीनों का
yes,
same
but
translation
लेकिन यहाँ in this we know our meaning is Deenuka. I'm talking about Deenuka, your Deen, and
only
Deen
one
is
person
my
when I
Deen.
am talking.
Yes. Yeah, only one person. We are talking on one person. That's why you will see the finger, okay? Everything goes with my finger because this is total physical interaction. When you see, when you will know, because when you use your fingers, inshallah, later on, it will become so easy, you'll never go wrong. So, Deenuka, one finger. This is for one person. Deenuka, Deeni. Deenuka, Deeni. When I say Deenukum, I'm using all or your Deen. See, Deenuka, your Deen for one person. Deenukum, again it is your Deen. So in English, both are your. In English, when I say Deenuka and Deenukum is your. But in Arabic, when I say Deenuka, it's your one person. And Deenukum, when I say, it's all many people. So this is the difference.
Yeah, you listen the voice. Ka
Yes.
or kum. What is?
Yes.
If ka,
Yes.
it means only one. And
Yes.
kum, two,
Many,
3 and
many.
4 and lot.
Yes. Okay, now we are learning a new word today. This new word is ma. Ma means what? Man, we learned man last time. Today we are learning ma. Man means who, and ma means what. Now, also on the side, let me tell you, ma also means it's like a no. It's like a negation. Ma means no, not. Okay, but we are not going to look at it now. So just leave it. So you know that ma also has another meaning. When you will read Quran, it will come as a negative, like no, not. But today we are only learning ma as what. Okay, so just keep in your mind what. Don't confuse. Whatever I teach you, just focus on what I teach you. Step by step, you will develop and you will get more and more. It will become easy and it will all start connecting. So right now, you're only learning ma means what. Okay. Now I'm asking you a question. This is a second question will be asked in the grave. Ma, what is your deen? Ma deenuka, your deen. I'm asking you. So your answer will be, I'm asking you, one person directly. What is your deen? So you will say, my deen is Islam. Correct? What is your deen? My deen is Islam. Ma deenuka, deeni Islam. Ma deenuka, deeni Islam. Repeat after me. Ma deenuka,
Ma
Dini
Dinuka,
Islam.
deeni
Dini
Islam.
Islam.
Ma deenuka,
Ma
deeni
Dinuka,
Islam.
Dini Islam.
Islam. So it's very easy. Ma deenuka, deeni Islam.
Dini
Ma
Islam.
rabbuka,
دي
Rabbi,
ربهم
Rabbi Allah. Ma
Rabbi.
Rabbuka? Rabbi Allah. Ma Dinuka? Dini Islam. We got it? Now, the fourth part, the fourth little thing I'll teach you. Now, this is some tip from Dr. Farooq, some person from Turkey. Somebody told him that one old lady, she told him that, it's so difficult. I cannot learn Quran. So difficult to me. And he said, okay, let me teach you 8 words in 2 minutes. So he taught that lady 8 words in 2 minutes, and we will also look at it. First of all, let us look at the words. These are the words which you all know. Kitab, you know what is kitab? Book. Qalam, qalam means pen. Sa'a, probably you don't know this word, but kitab and qalam, I think even in Urdu it is there, it's known. But sa'a also means watch. Sa'a. And jawal, those who have been in Saudi Arabia or in Arab countries, you must have heard the word jawal. Jawal means a phone. Jawal. So kitab, qalam, sa'a, jawal. So these are the words. Kitab, qalam,
كتاب
sa'a,
ساعات
sa'a,
جوال
jawal. So we know these words. Okay, now let's go ahead. Now let's kitabuka.
Kitabi.
Kitabuka.
your kitab
Kitabi. Your book. My book.
My book.
Kitabuka. Kitabi.
your kitab
Your book.
my kitab
My book. Your book. So it's your book and my kitab. Next one. Qalamuka. Qalami.
Qalami.
Your qalam. My
my
qalam.
qalam
Qalamuka.
قلمك
Qalami.
قلمي
qalami
Qalamuka.
your
Qalami.
qalam my qalam
قلمي
Qalam. My qalam. Sa'atuka. Your watch.
ساعتك
My watch.
ساعتي
Sa'atuka. Your watch. My
your
watch.
my watch
Sa'ati. And then your phone. Jawaluka.
جوالك your
And mine.
phone جوالي
Jawaluka. Jawali. Jawaluka.
my phone
Okay, let me try something with you all. We'll just have some fun. Okay. I'm telling you. Kitabuka. Give me. Say
my kitab
Kitabi.
كتابك
Kitabuka. You say
Kitabi.
kitabi. Qalamuka.
كتابي
Qalamuka.
قلمي
قلمي
Sa'ata.
Saati.
Sa'atuka.
ساعتي
Sa'ati. Jawaluka.
جواله
You got it.
Li.
So I think it took us. So here.
या के साथ
जवाली
कसरा आती है, या के साथ लाम के ऊपर
जवाली,
दम्मा जो है ना कसरा में बदल जाता है ली
Li.
جوالي
Now look, in 2
जवाली
minutes, in 2 minutes, we learned 8 words or not. Look at it. Did you learn 8 words? Are
Yes.
there
yes
8 words?
alhamdulillah
Yeah.
sister
قلمي
Madavi, can I tell them some tip? When you want to use या me and अगर बा के ऊपर दमा हो तो जब या के साथ आएगा तो कसरा के साथ आएगा. किताबी. कलमू यहाँ मीम है, जब या के साथ आएगा तो वो या की डिमांड है मेरे साथ कसरा के साथ आओ. मी कलमी. सातु साती. जवालू नाम के नीचे कसरा आएगा. जवाली.
Correct.
This is the tip.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right.
Yes.
Now let's do a little quiz test. Ma kitabuka. Find the answer.
ما كتاب
Kitabi al-Quran.
C. Yes. Number C.
القرآن.
Kitabi al-Quran. Correct. Very good. Next. Man rasuluka. Man rasulukum.
من رسولكم
محمد.
your
رسولنا محمد.
Rasuluna Muhammad. Very good. That was a correct answer. Then ma dinuhum.
دينها الإسلام.
What's it again?
Dinuhum Islam.
Dinuhum, correct. Dinuhum,
دينها
correct.
Oh,
I
okay.
heard it wrong. Dinuhum, Islam. Very good. Then man rabbuka. Man rabbuka.
Rabbi
ربي الله.
الله.
Rabbi Allah.
Rabbi Allah. Very good, mashallah. Ma dinuka?
Dini Islam.
Dini
Mashallah.
al-Islam.
Very good. Very good. Now, remember all of you, the vocabulary sheets which I gave you again and again, I keep repeating. Please keep that in your pocket, on the fridge or something. This sheet which I gave, everything is there on it. You have to just keep looking at it. Now, let's do today's tip. A small tip for today. How does the brain work? Our brain, mashallah, is working today well. How does a brain work of a human being? I'm just giving you a little idea. So we know that our brain, it contains of billions and billions of cells in our brain, in our head, billions of cells. And how does the brain work? It is not easy that each cell, it's like each cell, in each cell, we don't have every object stored in each cell. For example, in one, it is not like this that in one cell I have a table, in one cell I have lamp, I have one cell I have my computer, in one cell I have a chair. It doesn't work like this. It's not like this that in every cell there is one object. It doesn't work like this. So let's try to understand how our brain is actually working. So let's take the word feel. You know the meaning of feel?
Bird.
Elephant.
Elephant. Feel means elephant. Feel means elephant. Okay. Now you know the word feel. Now let's see how our brain is working. So it creates the brain as soon as I say feel in our head. Like Shahida auntie, she just now said feel is elephant. Quickly there was a flash in her head and she said elephant. Now how our brain works. First of all, you think of the context. When you think of the word feel, I'm thinking of the word or context, then I heard the sound. Feel. You heard my sound. So I was saying feel. When I said feel, you heard my pronunciation. The way I said, I didn't say file, fall, fail. No, I said feel. You heard the way I said it. Then when I said feel, immediately in your mind, you must be thinking fa, ya, lam. That's how you write feel. Fa, ya, lam. Then you must have thought of the shape. How does fa, ya, lam is like this? You must have thought of the shape of the letters itself. Okay? Then feel must have got you some emotions. As soon as I said feel, maybe you remembered an elephant when you were a kid, you went in the zoo or you took your kids in the zoo, and it must have connected you with some emotions that, like for me, like I remember when I took my little kids in the zoo and they were small and they were looking, my children were so happy and now they've grown up. See the emotions of feel. It has brought emotions into the word feel. Then story. The word feel will reflect some story. Like if those of you know who know the story of Abraha, you know, Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. So immediately when you think of feel, you think of the story of Abraha. Or maybe you must be thinking of the story of what happened on that day when I went to the zoo. My son was there and he left his bag. He had a backpack and we lost our backpack on that day. And then he had his best favorite water bottle in it. And he was crying, my son, oh, I need my water bottle. And we were looking at that field, and that's where we lost our bag. You see how the connection of a story goes into the brain? The one word feel is bringing about so many different feelings. Then again, smell something, you know, sometimes somebody passes, you get the scent, like perfume. Like if I use a particular perfume and if you smell, you'll say, oh, it's her. Or like it is funny, but when I think of feel, I remember as a kid I went there and I went to the field, the elephants at the zoo, And at that time, they did what they had to do, and it was stinking so much. So I get a really bad smell when I think of a field. So it could be that also, you never know. All right. And then the best way of understanding the word feel is picture. Now, these are, if I have to explain to you a feel, what is a feel? You don't know what is a feel. I will explain in different ways, but the best way for me to explain to you is a picture. There you are. Now you know what is a feel. Isn't it much easier? So the brain had registered so many things in different boxes, but the best way of understanding what a feel is through a picture. And better than a picture is even if I can show it in motion. If it is moving, if this feel is moving, that will be even better. Now I don't have a video, but imagine this feel, the mama feel and baby feel, if they are working together, they're walking, it will register in your brain better, isn't it? That's how you learned the word feel. So now you know how our brain works. That's why when I teach you, I keep showing you my actions, hand, mouth, fingers, you want to show you, and then we are saying, repeat, repetition, all this makes us register the word in our head. So now the word feel has registered in our brain. We know because we saw the picture, we saw it in action, we said so many things about the zoo, about the childhood. We connected it to our past. We connected the spelling. Now we know everything about zoo, so about the feel, about the elephant. So this is how our brain actually works. And inshallah, I hope
Can
that.
Can I speak?
Yeah, say sure.
Yeah. लर्न करते हैं देखने से और सुनने से। सुनने से भी आता है, जितना देख के आता है। वो एलिफेंट की पिक्चर आ गया, वो ये दिमाग में सेट हो गया देखने से। इसलिए कुरान पाक को देखें और पढ़ें, देन आपको रिमेम्बर होगा।
Oh, I love this. Let me translate of what Auntie, those who don't understand Urdu, Auntie Shahida, she just now said something very, very important. She's saying that's just the way you registered the feel by actually looking at it with your eyes. You actually saw and then you understood the meaning of feel. In the same way, if you Quran, you're just listening to the Quran. But when you look at the Quran and look at the words and then you read, it registers much better. Thank you very much. This is a fantastic tip you have given today. Yes, Quran, like we listen while listening, cooking, we are driving in the car. Okay, that's not enough. Please make it a point to open the Quran and look at the words and read. It will register better. Even if you're memorizing, hifz, if you want to learn, but if you just memorize, no. Eyes have to be on the line. When you're memorizing, this is also one tip. If you want to memorize Quran, keep looking at the Quran. When you keep looking at that line, then that picture of that ayah will be in front of your eyes when you are trying to reproduce the ayah. Thank you.
Then you learn the meaning of Arabic and then English. You have to look.
Yes.
Always.
Look. Yes.
What is written in English and what is written in Arabic. Then you remember.
Yes. Also, now look at your books. I have provided all of you with books, isn't it? All of you have got the vocabulary books. You've got grammar book, everything. Open the book. Look, go through the book. Like whatever I have taught you today, go through it. Go through your vocabulary and you will learn, inshallah. So, and then do your homework, 2 minutes of Quran, read the Quran, memorize something, study your vocabulary. And remember, let's pray all of us, Rabbi Zidni Ilman. Always do this dua and also pray for your, friends, everybody that may Allah, guide all of us and to be able to learn the Quran easily. So today's lesson is over. And yes, this also I want to show you. So lesson 3 is over. Lesson 3 had part A and part B. So this is part A, which we did 2 days ago, where we learned Malik, master, Yom, the day, Ad-Deen, judgment, Iyaka, you alone, Na'budu, we worship, Nasta'in, we ask for help. And today, what did we learn today? We learned Rabbuhu, his Rabb. Rabbuhum, their Rabb. Rabbuka, your Rabb. Rabbi, my Rabb. Rabbukum, your Rabb. Rabbuna, your Rabb. Ma, what? So we learned
Rabbuna, our Rabb.
Yes. So basically what we learned today, who, whom, ka, I, kum, na. So in the same way we did Deenuhu, Deenuhum, Deenuka, Deeni, Deenukum, and Deenuna. We learned that. And ma means what? So we learned all these words in this week in the 2 classes. So now it's you have to remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 words for this week. So by next week, you should just keep all this in mind. You have all the resources, you have got books, homework, you have got a homework book. I hope you're doing the workbook. I gave you a workbook. Try to do the homework. It will really help. Do your homework on the workbook. And then let's do a dua and finish the class for today. May Allah help us to recite the Quran correctly. May Allah help us to understand Quran correctly. May Allah help us to ponder and think over the Quran correctly. May Allah help us to implement the ahkam of Quran, whatever Allah has told us to do. May we follow the right path. May we propagate the Quran. May we be the ones who spread the word of Quran. And may Allah help us to memorize the Quran correctly. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta subhanaka wa natubu ilayk. Inshallah, see you in the next class.